Okay, it's time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan and Sisney, my husband sent flowers on New Year's Eve. I saw the confirmation in his email via Amazon Prime. They didn't come to me. They didn't go to his mom. Who would he send the flowers to on New Year's Eve? I did not tell him I saw this. I think he'll just lie to me. So instead, I was hoping you can help me. Okay. All right, so we need to figure out how to do this, but we think we have a plan. We're putting it together. Carrie, thank you for coming on. I'm sorry you're going through this, Carrie.
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys doing this. I was feeling a little like I didn't know what to do. I don't feel like I can confront him. I'm thinking he'll just lie to me.
So we want to find out who he sent them to and what he put on the card with these flowers. We've been talking about a plan, but you have a suggestion on how we can do that?
Yeah, okay. So if you guys were to call and say that there'd been this issue that an employee had kind of gone AWOL and written these really weird things in the cards that were sent out to customers, and that he'd been fired, but you guys were obligated to let customers who were affected know. I'm thinking that's the kind of thing he would.
Mm-hmm. What if he asked me what the employee wrote? Should I have something ready to go?
Like, say you have a spreadsheet, and because there's more than one customer affected, but you need to know who he sent the roses to in order to cross-check what the fired employee set out to.
Okay. Stretch.
Can I just sit back
do you think
and
that
do
would
this
work? Yeah, I'm
do
taking.
You understand?
I wrote down what you said.
All right, can we try that?
Sure.
All right, Carrie.
Thank you.
We're gonna try. We'll just see what we can find out. Your husband, you've been married how long?
We've been together 8 years. We have one kid.
Do you have any idea who he'd be thinking about for New Year's Eve?
No, I mean that's why I was so caught off guard initially. I was like, oh, it must have been for his mother, and then I happened to talk to her, and she didn't say anything, and so I'm completely taken aback. I'm really hoping there's some wonderful, innocent explanation. I'll feel like an idiot.
Let's get to it. Hang on one second. Let's get to it. All right, we're going to attempt this. This is a little different than a normal Ryan's Roses, but Carrie and Marietta she found on Amazon Prime a confirmation that her husband sent flowers to someone else, not mom, not her. So she's suspect. She thinks it's another woman on New Year's Eve. Now, what are we going to do to try and find out who he sent them to and what he put on the card when he sent them on New Year's Eve?
So I'm going to call him, and I'm just going to basically confirm that he sent out flowers on this date, and then I'm going to tell him that there was an employee that was fired, and before he left, he sent. I got it.
Wait, I don't understand it.
You don't need to understand.
No, we do. Everyone listening wants to understand what we're doing.
What if they're listening, and then they're going to know?
But we always talk about what we're going to do before. So what's the difference? So you're going to call. Explain it.
Okay. So I'm going to basically.
We're so confused. You're going to call and you're going to say.
I'm going to say that there was an employee that got fired.
Yeah.
And he sent out some inappropriate messages on some of the flowers that were sent out. So I want to confirm what he sent and what he wrote, so then I can cross that one off the list and keep going.
Okay.
You just let me do it.
I'm going to let you do it. I'm going to let you do it.
I get it now.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Patty, you get it?
Get what?
Exactly.
Perfect.
All right. Patty's on my side. Here we go. Okay, Carrie, we need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM, okay?
Okay. Ryan, you have my permission to call my husband on Kiss FM.
Okay, good luck. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking for Jonathan.
Yeah, that's me.
Hi, Jonathan. My name is Susan, actually, and I'm calling because, unfortunately, you sent out some flowers on 12/31/17. Do you recall that?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you with, Susan?
Yeah, so I'm with the company that you actually purchased the flowers with, and this is a very embarrassing phone call, honestly. We had an issue with one of the employees here. He has since been fired, but before all of this happened, he went into some of these accounts and some of these orders and sent out some very inappropriate messages on the cards. And so we have to go down our list and call everybody that made orders on 12/31/17 and just confirm that there was no issues with your order and everything was sent out. So could I just please confirm the name of the person that you sent the flowers to?
Yeah, I'm just worried. What was the message on the card then? Because that would have gone out to somebody. So can you tell me what the card said?
They were very inappropriate. I'd rather not. And they were multiple, he did it for multiple orders. So all of them said different things, involving bad words and.
Oh, man.
So,
well, that's terrible.
Could you just tell me the name of
you can't just tell me specifically. I mean, I understand it's embarrassing, but it might be helpful to know so I can apologize for it.
Well, what did you write on your note before you sent it out?
What did I write on my note?
Yes. So what was your message?
Why does that matter?
Because that way we can confirm whether or not this is, I have a spreadsheet and I just want to confirm that this was not one that was, affected.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it was simple. It was just to Marie, here's to a new year, to our new year, something like that. To
Marie, here's to our new year. Okay, let me just type that in and just
I'm sorry. Can I break in here?
Hello, Jonathan. It's Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. This is your wife, Carrie. Who's Marie? Who is Marie, Jonathan?
Jonathan, who's Marie?
What sort of joke is this? What are you guys
It's not
doing?
a joke. It's not a joke. But who'd you send the flowers, whatever, on New Year's Eve to?
Jonathan, I know you purchased flowers. I saw it in the credit card. I saw it in our account history on Amazon Prime. I know you purchased flowers, and who's Marie?
I mean, whatever you're thinking, it's not like that at all.
Okay, so tell me
what I
should be thinking. Tell me what I should be thinking.
It was look.
You're taking entirely way too long with this. It was like our year. How's that funny? That was funny. That's romantic.
It was one of my, it was one of my friends wanted to. He didn't have free shipping, so I let him use our Prime account to send flowers. It's not.
Hey, Jonathan, look, with all due respect, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. You sent flowers on New Year's Eve to Marie. Okay.
It wasn't me. It was a friend of mine sent flowers. I see how it looks now, but it was my buddy Dan.
What friend
is to borrow?
Does Carrie know Dan? Carrie, do you know Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not close, but she knows of him.
Dan.
Okay, so I can call him right
Dan
now
just wanted to send flowers to somebody.
Dan wanted to send flowers to somebody, and he came to you to borrow your Prime account?
Yeah, it's free shipping. So he wanted to do,
Hey, Jonathan.
Come on, Jonathan.
This may work in some circles, but it's not. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't sound legit. You really sound. I don't know that you're being genuine with us, but
that sounds like
listen,
that
Carrie,
sounds like it's on you then. If you don't,
maybe it is. But Carrie,
Jonathan, you're lying. You're lying right now, and I can't believe you're doing this to us.
Didn't you say
I can't
New
believe
Year?
that you are doing this as a
our
radio
New Year? To our New Year.
Instead of just talking to me, I could have explained the very simple explanation I could have given you.
Carrie, here's our suggestion. I mean, we're not going to go in circles with him, but here's our suggestion.
Yeah.
I would suggest trying to find Dan.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know who he is at work.
I would get to Dan and find out if this all adds up.
Before Jonathan
talk to Dan. That makes this all so much easier.
That would be great. Maybe you'll solve it with Dan. All right?
Okay.
Good luck, guys. All right. So this is really interesting. I just want to take us all along on this for a second, because today is the most likely day to be cheated on.
Oh, it's so messed up.
I'm just telling you the facts.
I know.
This is data. It's the most likely day to be cheated on today. And I think a bunch of callers have actually figured it out. This Ryan's Roses, Jonathan is cheating on Carrie. Now, the quick on this, and make sure I get this right, but the quick on this is Carrie told us that she found on Amazon Prime that her husband, Jonathan, sent flowers to someone else on New Year's Eve saying, here's to our New Year's Eve, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we get him on the phone after running in circles around the track. He finally says, oh, well, no, there's an explanation for that. My friend Dan, I let him use our account. Those are flowers for him. Mm-hmm. So that's where we left it. And then the calls started to figure this out here, 800-520-1027. Let me grab Blanca for a second in Burbank. So, Blanca, you picked up on this, and this is the proof that he's cheating on his wife. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning. I love you guys.
Thank you for listening.
Yes, I just realized if Jonathan didn't send the flowers, how did he know what was written on the note?
Right. Unless he would write the note for his friend, but that isn't likely.
Yeah.
No, that's unlikely. You would just let someone borrow your account, because I've done that before, but they have to pay me back. So then the money would be, you could see, if someone pays you back right away.
I'm going to tell you, my gut told me he was lying to us.
Yeah.
This, I think, proves it.
It really does.
This, to me, proves it. How would he know what's on the note? All right, Blanca, thank you for sleuthing.
Good morning. Goodbye. Thank you.
Good evening and good night.
All the above.
Angela, you agree, right, in Woodland Hills?
Yes. And good morning to you guys. And
good morning to you.
Hi.
Hi. And because you're an amazing human being. But getting back to Jonathan, even if he wrote it, how could he say everything verbatim?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think he's completely cheating, and I feel really bad for the wife.
Right. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I had a feeling this was going to not go well for Carrie, and I think thank you for calling, by the way. We appreciate you listening to us. I think he, in revealing, he knew it was on the note.
And he
that
did
said it all.
Dance around a little bit when I was trying to ask him what
A
was...
little bit.
Well, I mean, a lot.
I could have driven to Woodland Hills and back.
Yeah, but he was just like, he's like, well, why do you need to know that? Why do you need to know what's on, like he really didn't want to tell me what was on the note.
Let me grab Erica. Hey, Erica and Downey, good morning.
Hi, good morning, guys. How are you?
We're so good. So just talking about people using in this case, it was an Amazon Prime account that he said his friend was using. But tell me, you have a lot of friends using your account?
Yeah, so my husband and his entire family were all on the same Amazon Prime account, and so all of our credit cards are on file. So when we go to purchase something, we click our own card and we pay for our own things. You never have to, pay the primary holder's card and have them purchase it and then pay them back. So if it really was his friend, he would have used his own card, and that card would have showed up rather than his wife, finding the purchase on his account.
Oh, interesting.
That is some detail.
Yeah, it's true, though. And especially if he was not trying to hide anything.
Yeah, and he was just going in circles, and I feel like if she hadn't stepped in, he would have definitely kind of come clean about, she probably could have asked, like, who was this? And he kind of probably would have, kept going, and you would have found out the truth. But either way, there's so much proof that he's lying, and he's definitely cheating.
I think we can settle this one on America's Most Cheated On Day.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for listening, Erica.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Okay, hang on one second. You too. Let's get to today's Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan and Sissany, our neighbor across the street, listen to this. Our neighbor across the street used to be really friendly with me. She would even help me with the trash cans every week, but the past few weeks, she's purposely avoided me. She pulled up to her driveway the other day, and I was watering the front yard. I waved. She didn't wave back. Now, I don't understand that about human beings. I will be running, jogging, or walking past other people, and I will look them in the eye and I'll say, good morning. And they actually will look at me and not respond.
Yeah.
How is that possible for two people? And it annoys me.
It's getting bad. I held the door open for a bunch of people the other day, and not one person said thank you. And I'm not doing it for the thank you, but
I actually am doing it for the thank you. You know what? And I make it clear. I make it very clear. And sometimes under my breath, I'll say, well, you're welcome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then it's like, I don't say it too loud because I don't want to get into like a street fight. But it really is annoying when you just, how can you not have the decency to say hello back? Or not even hello back, just like, what's up?
Or hey, smile.
Or just pop your head in the air, like nod your head.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the road. So that's a separate, Mark, let's go off on that later. So anyway, she pulls up into her driveway, no wave back, right? Mm-hmm. She says, I'm tracing her change of attitude to when I went out of town with my kids. My husband stayed home. I'm thinking something happened between my husband and her while we were gone. That's it. She's not making eye contact because now she thinks that her husband's messing around with the neighbor.
But
that's the deal.
They could have just gotten into a fight.
Could have been a lot of things. Could have, would have, should have. Let's find out right now. Wendy, we now know everything. She's not engaging. And the question I have is, why would you just assume that your husband would go do something? Have you always worried about your husband? Because that's a pretty big leap.
Well, maybe it's just like I've been listening to too much of, Ryan's Roses and stuff like that.
And it's in your head.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a pretty big leap to
also,
think that she's not responding to your wave, and you just think that your husband's going over there when you're away.
I know. It just seems really odd to me because she was super, super friendly. And, I could be super paranoid. I could, 100%. But, we were good friends before, and now she's not acknowledging. It just seems like, why would that happen? Why would that suddenly happen when I was gone?
We don't know. People's behavior sometimes we can't figure it out. I don't nearly need to do much more than say, hold on, because we're going to come back and call your husband and get into it, okay?
Okay.
That's next. We're about to make the call now for Wendy. If you just got here, the bottom line is her neighbor is not now looking her in the eye, and she thinks it's because when Wendy, was out of town, her husband went over and cheated with the neighbor. Mm-hmm. Now, there's got to be something we don't know for you to make that kind of a leap, but let's find out what's going on. Wendy, how long have you been married?
We've been married 12 years.
Is this neighbor married?
Yeah, she's married. She has kids.
All right. So I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then your husband's name on Kiss FM.
You have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
And we're going to call him. As a matter of fact, Patty's going to offer him some roses. And what we want to do is find out who is top of mind, who he sends them to, and then what he puts on the card, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's very important. We need you so we can get the most information and mileage out of this. We need you to stay quiet until we tell him he's on the radio, all right?
Okay.
All right, Wendy, good luck. What's your neighbor's name? I'm curious.
Oh, yeah.
It's Jasmine.
Got it. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Colton?
Yeah, this is he. May I ask who's calling?
Hi, Colton. My name is Vanny. I'm calling from Sprouts Flowers here in front of KFC in Yorba Linda. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. I'm actually calling you because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses today. They're completely free, and you can send them to whoever you want. I don't need any credit card information from you. Just the name of the person you want to send them to and a quick note, and they get delivered today by lunchtime.
Okay. How did you find me? I didn't sign up for any newsletter or anything.
No, we don't have a newsletter, but I believe if the notes here are correct, it shows that you opted to receive coupons and promotions when you made a purchase online recently, maybe in the last 6 months.
Oh, yeah, I probably did that.
Yeah, so they're completely free just because you made that purchase, and we want to go ahead and maybe send these roses to somebody that you care for.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I got someone to send them to.
Great. Let's start with the name.
The name's Amy.
Amy. And I have red or white flowers. Roses.
I think, roses. Yeah, let's do white.
White. And what do you want to put on the note?
Can you just write and again, and again, and again?
Sorry, and again?
Yeah.
Colton, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. We have your wife, Wendy, on the line, and you've just sent white roses to Amy saying, and again, and again, and again, and again. Can you explain that to us?
Wait, is this a joke?
It is not a joke. Can you tell us who is Amy?
Amy is a friend of my wife. She's one of her friends.
Well, Wendy, you're on the line. Does this make sense to you?
No. Why would you be sending Amy flowers?
What do you mean?
What's going on?
It's a joke between us. You know, it's again and again and again. It's like all the girls' trips she takes you on. You know how we always joke about that? She's always taking you away from me with all the girls' trips and stuff. That's why I'm sending it to her.
Hold on. What?
But why? What?
What is he saying, Wendy? I don't understand.
I mean, we go out, Amy and I, like on girls' nights and stuff like that, but that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you
Just send her roses, dude.
Why would you send her roses? That doesn't make any sense.
I just was trying. I don't know. I was trying to be just be nice, and we had made a joke about it.
Well, hey, Colton, were you thinking about sending them to Jasmine?
No. Why would I send them to Jasmine?
Oh, you know why you'd send them to Jasmine. Why don't you come clean?
What do you mean? Why? No, I don't. Nothing is happening with our neighbor.
Yes, your neighbor.
No, there's nothing going on with her.
She's been acting super weird.
She's acting weird to your wife.
Yeah, she hasn't looked at me since I went away with the kids.
Well, I have nothing to do with that. I have not even talked to her. She just
This doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't to me
at all.
All right. Can we like not do this like on air right now? Can we?
Well, we're not exactly searching for convenience for you here, Colton. Yeah. What is it you want to say?
What is going on?
I've been seeing Amy.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
And this is your good friend, Wendy?
Yeah.
How long have you been friends with Amy?
I've been friends with Amy for longer than we've been even married.
Yeah,
What the... Colton,
I wanted to tell you a different way, but
well, how considerate. You wanted to tell her. Now, Colton, you're romantically involved with her best friend.
Yes, we've hung out a couple times, and
can we just ask you what the hell is in your head? What are you thinking?
I guess I wasn't thinking. Stuff. Things kind of happen, and you don't know what's going on. And like, one
Colton,
thing leads to
you just said you were going to tell your wife differently. What were you going to say when you were going to tell her?
I was. I mean, we haven't been on the best of terms, and she's been busy, and I've been like, you know, like a couple times. Amy has stopped by to say hi and check up on me because she knows that I don't know. She obviously knows about our relationship. You tell her everything, and I don't know. She just, for whatever reason, it led to that, and I didn't want it to, but she was like
she took
kind of
advantage
there.
of you.
Oh yeah, she took advantage of you. Yeah.
You were vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Colton, we have your wife just hearing that you're having an affair with her best friend. Like, do you understand what kind of damage that does for the people around you and your family?
Yeah, I guess I just didn't think about all that.
Wendy,
I'm sorry.
What?
I did. I was. Okay, I never meant for this to go as far as this was. I was trying to figure out how to make this end because I knew it wasn't a good thing because of our family, and then it just. I don't know. I guess it's.
If you were thinking about our family, why would you be sending her flowers? If you wanted to end this, why would you send her flowers today?
I don't know what to say.
All right. Colton, gonna hang up on you. Wendy, I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. To think that if this person, Amy, is so close to you and then doing all this behind your back.
That's what I can't get past.
It's just gross.
Yeah.
So, all right. I don't know. Who do you seek first to get into this with? Hold on for 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Does she, I mean, do you go and storm into Amy's work or home right now?
Absolutely.
I mean, how about the friend? Okay, so
that's what
husband aside.
Yeah.
Like, husband aside, we've dealt with husbands who've done this.
Yes.
But how about the friend that puts on the face that pretends you're friends while seeing your husband behind your back?
It's so disgusting to me.
What is worse? Honestly, which one hurts the most? Knowing that your husband is cheating on you with your best friend, or knowing that your best friend is cheating on you with your husband and keeping a straight face being your friend? It's bizarre. This Ryan's Roses, I mean, I can break it down for you, and I'm just curious to know which is worse, because it's all both bad. Wendy and Colton are married, and he's cheating on his wife, Wendy, with her best friend, Amy. Okay? And they're carrying out this act. Both of them one playing the husband, one playing the best friend, both of which are seeing each other. Now, she thought it was her neighbor that her husband was messing around with. So she already doubted her husband. Yeah. She already didn't trust her husband. That's why I'm almost thinking, and maybe this is crazy, but in her mind, she thought her husband was cheating. So isn't it worse to find out that your best friend has done this to you?
It's terrible.
Like, she may have already come to terms that her husband was cheating with the neighbor, but I don't think she thought about the fact that her best friend was the one he was cheating with.
No, but do you know what I hope she does moving forward is whatever she decides to do with her husband, she does the same with her friend. Like, if she decides to work through it with her husband, I hope she works through it with her friend too, and not cut out the friend and stay with the husband.
Oh, I don't know if I feel the same about that.
They're both conniving. They both lost their trust.
They're both conniving. So in this moment, my knee jerk is to not work it out. But then you calculate family and kids. I'd be more forgiving of her working it out with her husband than I would the friend. I think the friend's out and never back in. Out. Never back in.
True.
Out.
Patty, but so's the husband. Bye.
Well, and it's not just these three people involved. It gets a little bit more complicated because then you have mutual friends
who covered it up.
That are going to end up finding out or covered it up, and then they're gonna have to choose from. They're going to choose between Wendy and Amy.
It's bad. But what about friends who knew they covered it up that were accomplices?
I mean, we don't know that. Maybe they don't know that.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that, but they might.
But we don't.
But we could think that. All right. I'm just curious to see what people think about that. Like, what's worse, finding out about your husband or your best friend is the one? Chelsea, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you guys?
We're good. So, which is worse, finding out that your husband is cheating and knowing that, or finding out that it's your best friend that he's cheating with? Who are you more upset with?
I'm more upset with the best friend.
Me too.
I mean, men are animals and they act on instinct, but that tells me that the friend was clearly pursuing.
The friend premeditated this killing.
I think so.
This was premeditated killing of the relationship, right? It was thought through.
I think so, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Chelsea. Appreciate your call. Thanks for listening to us. Let me go to Michelle. Michelle, you lost a friend this way? She kept trying to hit on your husband?
I did. My best friend, actually.
Right, but she's not a friend, so you didn't lose a friend. You lost an enemy.
I did, actually. I lost a dumpster fire.
Yeah, you did. You lost an informant. You lost an undercover spy. You lost a double agent.
Right, which is what Amy is.
Well,
so I wouldn't even be concerned about losing that person.
But in your situation, what happened?
It was like this girl, she would come to my house, and whenever I got up to go to the kitchen to get another beer, she would cozy up next to my husband and start flirting with him. And she thought I didn't notice, and she also thought that my husband was into it, and he wasn't. And he told me everything.
So he reported back.
He did, yeah.
What is she thinking that he's not going to be loyal to you in that situation? I mean, that's intentionally trying, and her clearly not caring about your friendship at all.
Not a bit.
You did the right thing by cutting her out. Thanks for calling. Again, we had a lot of calls from people saying that they felt like it was worse to know that it was the best friend. Like, it would have been bad knowing it was their husband, but so much worse it being the best friend. Mm-hmm. And if the other conversation was, well, should, if she's going to take one of them back, which would it be? I don't say the friend at all.
Well, I think neither.
Right. But there's kids too. this has to do with the holidays here and the holiday party and the office holiday party. Ryan and Ellen, I ran into my husband's coworker and his family at Target the other day. We were talking and his wife started asking me about the holiday party, my husband's work holiday party. It caught me off guard because my husband has not mentioned anything to me. And of course, I felt stupid not knowing. So I obviously asked him about it. He said he had not heard anything about the party and even mentioned that the company may not even have a party this year. I was in shock. He lied to my face. He didn't even flinch. There has to be a huge reason why he doesn't want me to go to his office party. Let's get to Natalie right now. So, Natalie, are you positive there's definitely a holiday party?
Yeah, absolutely, without question. Why else would she tell me that?
All right.
Well, did you back it up, though, with, maybe some kind of invitation or an email that went out?
Well, she said the invitations went out last week.
Well, a lot of them did. Ours did. Like, it's time now you send out the invitations. Have you been to his office holiday party in the past?
Yeah. I mean, we've been married a long time. I've been to the party before. I mean, that's kind of like anytime that there's like, they've had like a company picnic too, and that's kind of where I got the vibe from this Nina chick or whatever. Because it was even like in front of me, where it's like she was very like flirtatious and just very, inappropriate. Honestly,
sorry,
is Nina like that's my married man?
Nina's not the coworker's wife. Nina's someone else.
Nina is the chick that I think that my husband might be.
Nina's
seeing.
the target. Nina's the target here.
Okay.
All right. So historically, you've gone to the party and you've noticed some sort of exchange with Nina and your husband that you weren't comfortable with.
Correct.
What's her role at his work? Do they see each other every day?
Yeah, she works for him.
Oh.
All right. And you married a long time. What's a long time?
Like 17 years? That's a pretty long time, I think.
Yep, that's a long time. and it's interesting that you'd be having this bump in the road 17
now,
years.
Right?
And I think, for me not married, I always think you get to 17, you're good.
You're good.
Right? If you can make it. I mean, by the time I get married, I won't even live till 17 years into a marriage.
Ryan.
So, all right. Well, and do you have kids?
Yeah, we have 3 children.
Let's find out why he hasn't. I mean, it's not that it's not just that he didn't invite you. It's that he lied about the whole thing happening, right? Because I could see like a lot of, I know with stuff I get or guys get, like you get invitations, you put them aside, you forget to mention them. All of a sudden, next week we have our thing.
Yeah.
And and then guys always get in trouble for that. Why didn't you tell me when you got the email?
But I thought he did tell you. No, you didn't. Well, when are you going to tell me? I don't know.
We have something missing called memory.
All right, Roses.
And poor Natalie's on hold here, so let's get to this. If your husband didn't tell you about the office party, and traditionally, historically, you've gone, would you think that is strange?
Yes.
That's really what's happened with Natalie. She ran into somebody that his wife works with her husband and said, hey, the office party, I'll see you there. What office party? She goes to her husband and says, is there an office party coming up, holiday party? No. Really? Well, that's not what I heard, and that's where we are. And so she believes that her husband's lying to her. She also thinks that there's a woman at the office that she's suspect of, and her name is Nina.
Oh, yeah.
And Nina works for her husband. And Nina has done something that you have categorized as inappropriate, Natalie?
Yes.
Could you tell me what that is?
It's just her behavior. Like, I mean, she's young and like curvy and like really flirtatious and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's almost like she's trying to like flaunt whenever she's around my husband, and it's just kind of like, it just seems like, I mean, he's married, like, why are you acting like that? You know what I mean?
But is she flirtatious with all the guys? Because some girls are like that. They're just enticers, and they like that. So maybe she's not just zeroed in on your husband. Maybe this is just the way she is.
Well, I don't want her doing that to my husband. I don't care how she is with anybody else, but that's my husband. She doesn't need to be doing that.
All right, let's make the call. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever your husband's name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, we're going to bring in Patty.
All right.
Patty is going to offer him some roses. We're going to find out who he sends them to and what he puts on the card. Now, you already told us that Nina is the woman you're suspicious of, so we should remember that while Patty makes the call. And we're going to be very quiet till we get as much information as possible. Then we will tell him that he's on the air. 17 years married, Ellen.
Wow.
3 kids.
3 kids.
Okay. Let's get to it. So, Patty.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Carlos?
This is Carlos.
Carlos, hi. My name's Patty calling from Bright Flowers. How are you?
Oh, hi. Patty, how's it going?
I'm doing good. I'm calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They're completely free. And you can send them to whoever you want this morning. I don't need any information from you, just the name of the person you want to send them to on a note.
Oh, wow. What's the occasion?
There's really no occasion. I just opened my store, and I'm trying to get as many customers to go to my Facebook page and just do a like. And I'm trying to do that, and I figured, I can give 5 bouquets today, and hoping that if you do like my service, you can just go to the Facebook page and like it, and also refer me to your friends and your family.
Okay. I think I can give you a like.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. It may not sound like a lot, but it's at the end of the day, it is. And
Yeah.
I'm doing this for the holidays. I'm just trying to really just get my customers ready.
Okay.
So, let's see here. Who do you want to send these flowers to?
Hold on. Can I put you on hold really quick?
Yeah, no problem.
Just 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, hello?
Yes.
Hi. I'd like to give them to this coworker. His name is Nina.
Nina? Okay.
Yeah.
So I have 4 bouquet options that I can offer today. I have I love you, I miss you, thinking of you, and get well soon. Are there any of those good for her?
Well, I love you is kind of strong.
Okay.
Do you have any that kind of say what's up?
We don't, but I can do a blank one and just kind of I don't know, maybe do different colors, red, white combination of roses, or just red. What do you prefer?
Just the red one should be fine. Yeah.
So red. So
Yeah.
then we'll do a blank card. So what do you want the card to say?
These flowers are just the beginning.
Carlos, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen K. I need you to know that your voice is being broadcast on the radio. Why did you send flowers to Nina? What's going on with Nina, and what is this the beginning of?
Well, this is weird. So this is just so there's no flowers. This is just
There's no flowers, Carlos, but your wife is on the line.
Just answer him, Carlos.
Whoa, Natalie?
Yes.
There's the beginning of a new position
What
at
kind
work.
of position?
Yeah.
Well, she just got promoted in the department, and I didn't know what to get her. We have this tradition to get something on.
What did she do to earn the promotion, Carlos?
How did she get the promotion? Let's talk about that.
Well, she's a great worker.
Hey, Carlos, so your wife tells us that you've been married 17 years, which is great and incredible. You got 3 wonderful kids, and then you have this opportunity to send flowers to any woman in the world, and you pick Nina, who you work with. And she also told us that you're having an office party, but when she asked you about it, you told her you weren't having an office party. So is there no holiday party at the company this year?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, I thought you told Natalie.
Then why didn't you tell me about it? Why didn't you tell me about it then?
I just found out yesterday about the party.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Nina probably informed them.
You seem to know
okay.
a lot about promotions and stuff, but not the holiday party, which usually is like a company-wide email.
Yeah, usually everybody knows about it.
Well, I just found out yesterday, so I didn't tell Natalie about it because I didn't know for sure.
Let me
so I
save
didn't
some
want to get her
minutes
hopes up.
let me save some
Okay.
minutes of everyone's
Please.
life here. Carlos, are you cheating on your wife with this woman at the office, Nina? And are you hiding something from her because you told your wife that there is no office party? Just answer us that.
Okay, look. Nina's a very beautiful lady, but I have not done anything with her.
And do you want to?
Clearly. I mean, listen.
Well, she's pretty, but
Well, who
Natalie.
Says that? Who says that when his wife's on the phone? right? I mean, Carlos, come on. You kept information from your wife about the office party. You had the opportunity to send flowers to any woman in the world. You picked Nina. Your wife clearly thinks that there may be something going on between you guys. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I mean, I have to be honest with you. The two of you need to look eye to eye and have a real conversation about what's happening. But, Carlos, your wife should be at the top of the list when you're sending flowers, I think.
Anytime. All the time.
And if your wife is uncomfortable with what's happening with you and this other woman, then you guys should probably explore that and talk about that. Talk about why that is, bro. Right? And, just don't lie to your wife.
I'm telling you, I just found out about this party yesterday.
All right. Well, okay. Nina.
So are we going to go then? Are we going to go to the party or no?
Is Nina going to be there?
Probably.
Okay, so can the two of you go to the party? There may be a happy ending.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't want Natalie to start any trouble at this party. I don't want no drama from all my coworkers.
No, she won't start any trouble, right, Natalie?
Well, I mean, if he's gonna be acting weird around her, I'm gonna ask her straight point blank because I want to know.
Oh my goodness, Natalie.
All right, guys, we're gonna take you off the air.
All right. Well, Natalie, we'll talk when I get home.
Fine.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Veronica from Lancaster. She says that her best friend from college came to visit her and her husband, and she's pretty sure that something went on one night after Veronica, had gone to bed. She says that she has proof, but because of the nature of proof of the evidence of the device. It's a device, but more of a thing.
Okay. The thing at the center of the thing?
Yes. That's more specific.
The thing at the center of the thing.
Uh-huh. Anyway, to provide coverage, Veronica, thank you for coming on. Hi. So tell us with as much filter as possible, knowing that this is a broadcast, what it is that is the proof that you believe you have with your husband cheating with your best friend.
Well, the next morning, my friend Gabby left at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and my husband was already at work, and I was a little hungover because we were like drinking the night before to celebrate, and then the toilet was clogged, and when I plunged it, I found something that only a man and a woman use that my husband and I don't use together when we're being intimate. So
a security guard.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And so he should not have these if you don't usually have security.
We don't have them in the house. We don't have them in the house, but I know Gabby carries them in her purse because.
Well, that's an interesting.
She's your best friend. She tells you.
That's interesting.
Well, yeah, because she's just like more fun, free spirited, and.
But she carries them in her purse.
Yeah, she is.
Let me go to the single girls on that one. Is that
you guys?
It's
not very uncommon for single girls.
To carry them in their purse?
Yeah, because guys don't care.
Oh, so better safe than sorry. You're prepared.
Do you have them in your purse, Tanya?
Me?
Tanya, yeah.
No.
Patty?
No.
Do you have them in your wallet, Ryan?
No, he leaves that ring.
Oh.
All right. So, Veronica, you had some drinks, and then just connect the dots for me. So, how did they end up together and you didn't know about it?
Well, we were all drinking in the living room, and it was just one of those nights where it was like, another bottle, sure, another bottle. And we just like kept going and laughing and talking, and Gabby knew me in college, so just like stories, and we were just laughing, reminiscing. I mean, we spent 3 days together with my husband, and then I just remember I fell asleep, and I just knocked out, and I woke up and there was a blanket over me, so I woke up and I didn't think much of it. I knew that Gabby was leaving, and I felt kind of stupid that I got so drunk and and that I dozed off, and they were still talking like around me in the living room. So I just didn't really think, okay, like I don't think anything's gonna happen. Like it's my husband, it's my best friend. I just trust, But then the next morning when I found that, I got that feeling in my stomach.
No other explanation. I mean, if you found that, then this is legit. All right, Veronica, how long have you been married?
Hello.
Hi. How long have you been? 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
And no kids?
No.
Wait, you're newlywed.
We're newlyweds, yeah.
All right, I'm going to bring in Patty, and she's going to offer your husband some roses. We want to find out what he puts on the card, who he sends them to. Her name is Gabby, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Did she flirt with him?
You know, she's just a flirty person. You know, she's just flirty, she's a sexy girl. She's just a lot of fun. I mean, I don't want to believe this is true. I want to believe that something else happened. I don't know. They both are acting completely the same. Like, both of them. Like, she was texting me like, that was so much fun, had a blast. And she's been sending me, stupid gifts or whatever they're called. And like, it's all been fine. Like, fine. And he's been fine too. He's been not more loving or less loving. Like, everything seems normal, but I know I saw it.
Okay. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call.
All right, we're going to do that now. Good luck, sweetheart.
Yeah, hello?
Hi, may I speak to Ernie?
Speaking.
Ernie, good morning. My name is Patty, and I'm calling from Light and Love Flowers. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
I'm actually calling you because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They're completely free, and you can send them to whoever you want today at no cost to you. I'm only doing this for the next 8 hours. I'm doing this only to 5 people, and I am giving them a free bouquet plus free delivery at no charge.
You don't need, any information or anything?
No, I'm not going to ask for your credit card number or your billing address. Sorry, excuse me. Just the name of the person you want to send them to and a note. And I make sure they get delivered today by 4 p.m. the latest.
Cool, yeah, okay. That sounds awesome.
That's awesome. And, one thing I do ask is if you could just go to my Facebook page, just click like, if you have a Facebook page. I don't know if you do. But if you do,
sure, yeah, I have. Sure, yeah,
then I'll send you all the information. But let's first start with the name of the person you want to send them to.
Sure. Send them to Veronica.
Okay, and what do you want to put on that note?
Just write, I love you, baby.
Ernie, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen K
Hi,
on
Ernie.
102.7 Kiss FM.
Oh.
How are you?
What's up, dude?
How are you, man?
How are you?
Good, thanks. Your wife is on the phone, Veronica. Happy to hear that you sent her the flowers. But she would like to know if you slept with her friend Gabby because she found a condom in the toilet.
Well, that was direct.
What?
Veronica,
Wait,
Veronica, tell your husband why we're on the phone.
Ernie, the next morning when the toilet was clogged. Remember I told you the toilet had been clogged.
Yeah.
I found when I plunged it, I found. Did you sleep with Gabby, baby?
Oh God.
That's a yes.
Listen,
What?
baby.
That's a yes.
Yes, I did. I am
What the-
Ernie,
I was so drunk that night. You were there. We were so drunk. I swear to God, it was a
That's
mistake.
not
It
an
was such a
excuse.
mistake.
That's not an excuse. What the?
I know.
Oh, my
I am
God.
so sorry. I swear I was so drunk, and I just I'm so sorry.
And you
I
act like
didn't
nothing
know.
changed. You just act like nothing happened. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with her? Why would you guys do this to me?
We were so drunk, babe. You were there. We were having so many drinks.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. I trusted both of you guys. There's no excuse. There's no reason. You guys both act like it's normal. It's not okay.
I am so, baby. I swear to God.
were you going to tell your wife, Ernie, or are you just going to let this slide? And what did Gabby have to say for herself? She's Veronica's good friend.
I don't know, man. I haven't really spoken to her.
You
She had
haven't
to
spoken
catch
to
a
her
flight.
since you slept with her?
Look, I don't even remember that much. Like, we were so drunk, and all I know
But that
is
can't be, bro,
That's
you
not an
can't let that
excuse.
be an excuse for cheating on your wife
I
with her
know.
best friend.
I know. I swear, I'll do whatever it takes.
Who had the protection?
I think she did, man.
So
I
she
really don't
instigated
remember, 'cause
this?
I don't really have some. I mean, why would I have some? We don't use them at home. So
Did she throw herself at you, Ernie, or were you just willingly like, come on, let's do this?
no, we were both drunk. It wasn't like her fault or my fault.
All right,
we were
but
both just
forget that. Forget the fact that you were drunk. It happened. You cheated on your wife with her best friend. Now what do we do? And you've been 7 months
swear,
married?
I will go to therapy. I will do whatever it takes.
But
I
you've been
love
7
you so
months.
much, baby.
Yeah, you
Well, first you should stop drinking. First, stop drinking.
I will. I swear to God.
But Veronica, I mean, this is 7 months into the marriage, and he diabolically turns on you with your best friend?
Best friend Gabby. What kind of a friend is that also? And then she has the nerve to text you, Veronica, after?
I'm glad you don't have kids.
Yeah.
Wait, I never did anything like this when we were dating. This is like a one-time thing.
Well, it doesn't. Well, yeah, you saved it for the big one. Good one, Ernie.
No, I don't know what to do.
Look, if a marriage hasn't gone a year, can you just annul it, pretend it never happened?
I think not.
No.
Baby, I am so sorry. I
don't
love
care.
you so much.
I'll just shut up. Just shut up.
All right, I'm going
Stop.
to take you off the air, both of you, right now. Wow. Look, going into that, if we believed that Veronica was telling us the truth, we know what happens, and sure enough, it's what happens.
It's what happened.
But he can't even remember it.
But how do you like Gabby? And then her texting afterward, hey, thank you so much.
And she's packing the
Had
heat.
a great time.
And she's bringing the heat.
Right.
She's packing the security guard, and she rolls it out, and while her friend is there.
Right.
I mean, it's
so
just
disgusting.
Nasty. Email. It says, Ryan and Ellen, I'm 5 months pregnant with my first child. This should be the happiest time for me and my husband, but it's not. He's been totally different with me, and he doesn't seem to care. He goes out much more than he ever did. He doesn't ask how I'm doing or even try to help me with anything. Most of the days, he's in a bad mood, and when I try to talk to him about the baby, he seems like he just doesn't care what I have to say. He's only been to one doctor's appointment with me. He didn't used to be like this. Someone else has turned him into this, and she's convinced that he's seeing somebody else that's made him this way. So why such deep disenchantment? Lory's on. Lory, thank you for coming on, sweetheart.
Thank you, Ryan.
Can we say, first of all, congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations on 5 months into your pregnancy. I know it's tough because you don't have in your mind the support that you need, and I want to get into that a little bit. Why is your mind telling you that there's someone else pushing him to be this way?
I just don't have any other possible explanation. I mean, we've been a really great couple up to this, until this point. I mean, he proposed, we were happy, we had talked about the possibility of starting a family, of having babies. We were not necessarily looking for it, but we were not also like preventing it. And we just said, well, if it happens, it happens. I was ecstatic. I was elated when it happened. But very soon after the pregnancy, his behavior just changed. And now it's 5 months. I mean, I'm only a few months away. And he's just, his behavior is nothing like a daddy to be.
He's not full of joy.
No, I mean,
Do you think he's nervous? Is he nervous?
He claims that he's really stressed with work. That's his excuse. But, I mean, he has had the same job as long as I know him. And he has never behaved like this towards me. I mean, I would have thought it would be different, like now that I'm pregnant, because I'm still working, but I mean, he doesn't ask me how I'm doing. He doesn't go to the doctor's appointments with me. I mean, I see a friend of mine who just gave birth last month, and her husband was, my God, he was like bending over backwards to make her feel,
I was saying to Ellen that no matter what he's feeling, he's got to cover it up a little bit so that you feel like you've got your support. You said he only went to one doctor's appointment with you?
Only the first one. That's it.
And you've got to go to everything by yourself.
Yeah, nothing. Like I show him the sonogram.
Nothing.
The baby has started to kick. Like he doesn't want anything.
How long have you been married?
About 13 months.
Okay, I want to get right into this. Here is the scenario. Anybody who's pregnant or has kids, listen to this. She's 5 months pregnant with their first child. She says this should be the happiest time of her life. Her husband is just not supportive. He's not excited. He's not enthusiastic. He's not gone to any of the other follow-up doctor's appointments. And she believes that there's somebody with him that's making him act this way.
And Ryan, when you show the ultrasound picture to your husband or your boyfriend or whoever, I mean, usually it is this like, because you're seeing your little girl or boy.
Yeah.
In 3D now 4D.
Well, he blames this on stress at work. He says he's not there for her or not enthusiastic because he's stressed at work. And so is he stressed at work? Is he stressed because of the financial implications of having a kid?
And is she feeling that there's another woman because maybe pregnancy hormones, because they can make you so crazy?
Well, let's get to it. Lori's here. Lori, I'm going to put you up with Patty, and we're going to bring Patty in and have her call your husband and offer him roses. We want to know, Lori, who he sends them to. All right? And what he puts on the card, what the message is.
Yeah.
Can you just say, Ryan, you have my permission to call?
Yeah, I give you guys permission to call.
Whatever his name is. On Kiss FM.
On Kiss FM.
Okay, so I'm going to bring Patty in. She's going to offer him the flowers, and we're going to find out what's going on.
All right.
Okay?
All right. Can you say something to me?
Hello?
Hello, hi, may I speak to Hugo?
This is Hugo.
Hugo, good morning. My name is Patty calling from Flowers for your special day. How are you?
Oh, I'm well. How can I help you?
I'm calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. They're completely free, and you can send them to whoever you want. This morning, you've been chosen to receive these flowers, and like I said, they're free, and I can send them to whoever you want today by noon. And all I ask from you is the name of the person you want to send them to, a note, and the address. I don't need any credit card information from you or a billing address. They're completely free. I'm just promoting my delivery service, and I'd like for you to go on to my Facebook page. And hopefully, if you, like I said, if you do like my service, just, you can write a nice little review for me.
Oh, okay. And this is for real? There's no catch? I don't have to give you my credit card or nothing?
No, none of that information. Just the name of the person you want to send them to, the address, and then, it comes with a note. And you can write whatever you want on that note.
Okay. Let's start with the note.
Okay.
Okay. I just wanted to say you're one of the most important person in the world to me, and I'm happy whenever we're together.
You're one of the most important.
Yep. And that's going to be to Carla.
Carla.
Okay. What?
Hugo, who is Carla? I want you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio right now. We have your wife on the phone. Who's Carla?
Wait.
Who is Carla, Hugo?
Wait, who what's going on?
Who's Carla?
Just answer me the question. Who is Carla? We've been together for almost 3 years now. We're having a baby, and you're sending flowers to some woman named Carla?
No, you just said you're one of the most important people in my life.
And I always feel better when I'm around you.
What's happening here, Hugo? You're expecting your first baby with Lory, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what role does Carla have in this?
Who is she?
It's this girl I've been seeing.
You're seeing a girl and you have a pregnant wife.
What do you mean you've been seeing? We're having a baby.
Yeah, but I mean, it's...
Yeah, but what? We're married. What do you mind we're seeing somebody?
Listen, I'm not... this whole thing, I don't know if this was really such a good idea that we got pregnant.
Oh, hold on. Hugo, you guys are married. You're having a kid. Your wife's going through the process right now. You haven't been supportive. You blamed it on work stress. And so you're having an affair with Carla. How long has this been going on, Hugo?
I don't know, probably about 5-6 months.
Oh, since you found out that your wife is pregnant.
Did it start when you found out you were having a baby?
Yeah, pretty much. I can't believe I'm telling you guys.
I can't believe something here. Can I make one observation?
Yeah.
Hugo, I'm having a difficult time. You're a married man. You're father-to-be. How do you so casually say it's some girl you've been seeing?
She doesn't nag me. I just feel good when I'm around her. She doesn't needy all the
Hugo,
time.
you're married and your wife is pregnant.
Hugo, nag you? I mean, I don't recognize you. I'm hearing you, and I don't know who you are. I don't know where the man that I fall in love with is. I mean, you're saying that you deliberately care nothing about us and our family, and you just, how could you do that? I mean, how can you just see somebody else? I mean, you don't want to have a family. You're not.
Hugo, do you see what's wrong here?
Yeah, she's flipping out. I mean,
She's
come
flipping
on,
out.
Come on, bro.
That's really.
Come on, bro.
I mean, I think she's heard enough.
So we got this from Reseda on Kiss FM this morning. Jacqueline reaching out to us. Let me grab her. Jacqueline, thanks for coming on. So your husband is part of the homeowners association in your condo complex?
Yes.
All right. And he goes to the meetings?
Yes, he does, because I have zero interest in our HOA.
By the way, it's a good thing that he's a part of the HOA, because then he knows what's going on in the building. It's all beneficial.
Sure, of course. And that's his thing. And I went to one meeting years ago, and it was boring and toxic and awful. And ever since, I've just let him handle that. So over the summer, we had a whole issue that the board said that apparently the swimming pool was seeping water into the parking garage, and it was this huge repair and super expensive for everyone. And because of that they were going to have to start having weekly HOA meetings. So I thought, fine, whatever, that's his thing. But the other day I was at our mailboxes, and this woman introduced herself, and we were saying hi, cordial. And then she said that she always sees my husband at the HOA meetings. And I made some sort of comment about those being, such a huge commitment or something. And she said, oh, once a month isn't so bad. I've heard some of them, meet way more often than that. And my heart just sunk. And now I need to know where he has been going, because he has been going somewhere.
And he's been going regularly and not telling you the truth. I mean, this is a little textbook for us. So how long has it been with two of you guys together, married?
Oh, we've been married 4 years now. Wow. We've been together for so long. I've never questioned it.
You've never had trust issues with him?
No, until recently, and he's very charismatic. He's fun and friendly, and I've thought of every other possibility that it could be, and now the only thing that I am afraid is and can come up with is that it's an affair, and I'm terrified of that. I'm terrified.
I understand. All right, hold on 1 second. We'll come back and make the call to her husband next. Kiss FM, Ryan's Roses. We're in the middle of Ryan's Roses. If you just got here, thanks for listening to us. Check this out. Jacqueline is on the line. She's married 4 years to her husband. He's part of the HOA in the condo complex. He goes to a lot of meetings, but she found out he's going to a bunch of meetings, but they only meet once a month. So he's lying about going to the HOA meetings.
Yeah.
Where's he going? She thinks he's going to see another woman. So it's pretty simple to understand and follow. Let's see what's happening. So Jacqueline, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then your husband's name. Go ahead.
Brian, you have my permission to call.
All right, we're going to call him now. Be very quiet. We're going to offer him some roses, and the idea here is we want to see who's top of mind. Who's he thinking about for these romantic roses? Be very quiet. We will tell him he's on the air. We'll ask him some questions and see what we can find out, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Eddie?
It is.
Hi, Eddie. My name is Deanna. I'm calling from the Perfect Florist. How you doing this morning?
Good.
Great. We deliver in Reseda and other parts of the valley, and offering a free promotion today. It's 12 red roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like. They are free. We're just trying to promote our business. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Okay. Is it free roses? Like completely free.
Yes, we're new to the area. Just asking that if you are pleased with our arrangements, you refer us to your friends or family, or come back as a customer one day. But for today, I would just need the name of the person you want to send them to, and we can write a note. You can have them out by lunchtime, or if you prefer coming by and picking them up yourself, that works too.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Do you have my address?
Well, we can start. Let's start with the name of the person you want to send them to.
Wait, you don't have my address? You have my name and my number, but no address?
Yeah, you may have purchased something online in the past 6 to 18 months and selected to receive promotional offers from local vendors.
Okay. All right, well, the address is 9904.
Oh, well, we can, let's start with the name of the person you want to send them to first. We can start with a note.
Okay, it's Carla.
Carla, great. And what would you like to write on the card?
Can you guys do like emojis?
Yeah, I can do emojis.
Can you do the smiling purple devil face? You could do that one.
Yes.
No name or anything. Just she'll know what it means. She'll think it's funny.
Okay, do you want me to write Love Eddie?
She'll know what it means.
Eddie, your voice podcast on the radio.
That's
Eddie, your voice is podcast on the radio. That's your wife, Jacqueline.
Whoa, excuse me. Hello?
Hi, Eddie. My name is Ryan. Your voice is being broadcast. We have your wife on the line.
You're
Wait, what the
sleeping
hell?
with Carla? You're telling me you have an HOA meeting and you're going to Carla's? Are you kidding me?
Hold on. You're jumping to conclusions here.
Jumping to conclusion. I'm jumping to okay, explain.
You're just no. It's not. You're just. Hold on. You.
No, it's not. I'm not. Eddie, spit it out.
Wait. So you hired
sleeping with Carla?
hire a radio station to try to buzz me?
No, we're free.
Yeah, we don't do this for any money.
Yeah, actually.
But Eddie, here's where things stand. Carla,
Wait, no.
you
You know the crazy thing is she's acting like she's all innocent. You know, you're not. Did you tell these people about Javier?
No.
Oh my God! Would you stop? Stop with that.
Tell them about Javier.
Who's Javier?
Okay, sure, I'll tell them. Because it is absolutely not the same thing. I was drunk and I kissed a guy named Javier. That is literally all I know about him. This is a very different situation. This is very different from an affair that you're having with our neighbor that's been going on for months.
Oh, this is a neighbor.
Is it that different, though?
Is that
I never believed there was
different?
one kiss. No,
You
it
never
is different. I
believed
never
that?
believed.
Oh my! Is that what this is? Like some kind of revenge cheating or something?
So, Jacqueline, is he right? Did you cheat on him?
No, absolutely not. And we have been over this so many times.
Why does he think you did?
I don't know, because he's insecure and doesn't trust or something. I even told him about it. I was drunk. I literally had one kiss with a guy that all I know is that his name is Javier. I literally don't know anything about him. Never seen him again.
I don't believe
That's
it.
kind of cheating.
I don't believe that.
So, Jacqueline, that is cheating. He doesn't believe that was it. Now, Eddie, you are lying about going to the HOA meetings, and you're going to see Carla. You're giggling like a schoolboy here when you talk about her. So you clearly have some affection for her. It's more than just friendship.
No. I'm just saying it works both ways. Okay,
So she cheated. Now
you
you're cheating.
kidding me?
Is that where we are here?
I'm just saying she can do what she wants to do. I figure she owes me one. It's not.
How many times you been seeing Carla romantically?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're just friends. It's nothing. Just like her and
I don't
Javier.
think she believes
No
you.
big deal.
Right, exactly. So I don't believe you. All right. Well, look, Jacqueline, what do you want me to do here? If this is true that you violated the trust of your marriage first, and then he's revenge making out.
You know what? He's such a
What are we
piece of.
supposed?
He is such a piece of. We have been over this how many times? I had one bad mistake on a bad drunk night. It meant absolutely nothing. And I've never seen that person ever again. And I came clean, was honest to him. I've never seen him again. And now you're going to hold this against me. You know what? I can't believe you're throwing away everything that we have.
We both made a mistake. I'm not throwing anything away.
All right, I'm going to let you guys sort this out together without us. Good luck, Jacqueline. Good luck, Eddie. I hope you can find peace in that relationship and get to a place where maybe you need to start over. So she did cheat on him.
Yeah.
And he's cheating on her now. But it sounds like he's got a relationship on the side with her.
Yeah,
with
that's
Carla,
like a
right?
full-blown affair with the neighbor.
But that's what people. That's what they
But
say.
we
You
should-
say you're over it, but it still lingers.
Okay. Let me see if I can recap Ryan's roses from my head here. So we had an email from Jacqueline and Resita saying that her husband keeps sneaking out to these homeowners association meetings all the time. She found out they're only once a month, so he's been going somewhere. She thinks he's cheating on her. And we found out that her husband, Eddie, was having an affair with another woman. He sent the roses to Carla. But then he said, did she tell you about Javier? Who's Javier? Well, apparently she cheated on him first with Javier. And now he feels like he's got the, I'll say right, but he feels like he's not so wrong by doing the same thing that she did to him.
Right.
Now, none of it is good. None of it is right, but none of it's clean here, right? I mean, if she was worried about her husband cheating, then I know why, because she cheated first. So she's definitely worried about it because she knows she did it once already or more than once.
Right. And she didn't bring that up to us either.
She didn't tell us that. So here's the question. She makes out with this other guy. She cheats. He then has this other girl, Carla, which he's having an affair with. Do they just call it a wash and start over? And just say, look, we both made mistakes. And yeah, Eddie had retaliated or had revenge cheating in a way that carried it out too far. Do they just say, look, this was all bad. We want to keep this relationship and each other's bond. Do we just start from scratch? Can you?
If that's what they want to do, but I think it's too toxic to try to fix it at this point. She came clean. She got drunk. She kissed a dude at a club. She came home and
He
she told her
doesn't
husband.
believe her that she came clean.
So
he
then-
said, I don't believe that she just made out. I believe there was much more to
But
it.
also, I think there's a huge difference in if your partner cheats and they come to you and they come clean and they admit it. Could you forgive them versus if your partner cheats and you have to find out through some shady way? Like they do not come clean, you find out and then they apologize. I think there's a difference. Big difference.
So do they go their separate ways or do they start over? Now, Mariah's on the line. Mariah, good morning. You say this is so common?
Oh, absolutely. And it's why cheating is so toxic in relationships. Because, like, once you cheat, like, you can forgive the person, but you're never going to really forget it. And, like, Eddie's in the wrong, but, like, two wrongs don't make a right. Like, there's a lot of resentment here, and it never goes away.
It really doesn't.
I think you're right. You're always looking over your shoulder. You're always not believing what your partner is saying. You're always thinking there was much more. He doesn't believe that she told him the truth from the beginning, and she doesn't believe that he's just friends with Carla. And I don't believe he's just friends with Carla. I think there's much more to it. So maybe they need to just walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
All
no
right,
way.
Ryan.
There's no
Thanks
going
for
back.
listening to us. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Ryan's Roses. What would you do? Walk away. Just not start over. You're going to be second guessing all the time.
Yep. Done.
Bye.
And nothing good comes from that purple emoji, by the way.
That's true.
What is that purple emoji?
I love
That's a
that
whole
emoji.
other thing.
What
like,
is that one? What is that one?
it's the devil one
The
with like the
devil purple
grin, the
emoji?
purple one. And so
Nothing
they already
good's coming
have
from
like their
that.
own inside emoji jokes.
Yeah, no, I
And
use
the
that
devil?
emoji when I
Purple
like,
devil?
and I'm like, let's have some fun later.
Let's get saucy.